Hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Um, I was in the middle of a coaching session with Daryl, and he's got a hot prospect. So we kind of moved it to the next level. And Daryl's gonna let me know when she writes back. And textbook example of how you talk to people. There's nothing to stop any of you from talking to 10, 15 people every day. Now, last night, we talked about how the Federal Trade Commission, the end of the month, changed the rules about non-compete agreements, which is going to have a major impact on everybody's business. In the middle of all of that, LinkedIn is also pouring on the amount of changes. Now they're offering personalized takeaways. Get personalized tips, advice on posts, go deeper on a topic. And I have to tell you, if the takeaways that they're using here are anything like their AI conversations, you've got better scripts. You have better, much better information. So I go back over here. And look at the people that want to connect with me. Again, LinkedIn has added another feature. Stay in touch through daily games. And let me just say this, okay? LinkedIn is going through a transformation that's bringing it more down to the level of Facebook. They want to keep you on LinkedIn. They want to keep you engaged. They want to keep you communicating with other people. And the extent that they're going to turn LinkedIn into more of a social network. It's outrageous. One of the big ones that we saw about a year and a half ago, go over to your settings. Demographic information. Remember that LinkedIn was originally set up as a repository for resumes. Now, you would think, if you look at my picture, or if Debbie, I looked at your picture, I'd be able to figure out what your gender is. Okay? But they're moving towards a situation where you can now search for people by gender. But what else? Well, man, woman, non-binary, another gender identity. What is this? Keep in mind that almost 60% of the people on LinkedIn are between the ages of 25 and 36. This appeals to the younger audience. Okay, so which of these things applies to you? You could never put this on a resume. Asian, Middle Eastern, Hispanic, another race, white or Caucasian. You self-identify as having a disability. Are you a veteran? And they've lightened it up a little bit. Because 2 weeks ago when I went and looked, they had one for sexual preference. Hello? You had an opportunity to put down the year of your birth. And they're constantly going to be prompting you to fill this in. Stay away from it. Understand, they have 10 million people jumping on LinkedIn every month. Every month. Another one, professional certificates. Now, these are all features that go along with their premium features. What kind of professional certificates do they have? You know, it's so easy for all of you to connect with people. And let me come back over to my network. And they're constantly adding things. They're constantly correcting things. So I got 34 people that are reaching out to connect with me. Now, when you reach out to people, first thing they're going to be thinking is why? Why does this person want to connect with me? A way to attract people to you is with creative posting. But when you find somebody that has a need and you send them a connection request, if your profile appears to them that you're the type of person they would really like to know, there's no problem. Let's go take a look at all the 34 people that are trying to connect with me. Well, this person, we're MLM superstars. Well, Hortense here. I help people lower their toxin load. Wellness made simple. So she's reaching out to me. Now, the question is, what is she selling? So she's got prior banking experience, restaurant management experience. So she's a salesperson. When you accept someone's connection request, you should have an end result in mind, an end goal. Hey, it's nice to be connected to you. I made some wonderful new friends. What do you do? Use their words. How do you help people lower their toxin level? What company are you working with? Now, understand the significance of what the Federal Trade Commission's new ruling does. If you look at your distributor application, you were prohibited from signing up and working with another company while you're working with the company that you're in. Now, that restriction is gone. But don't get me wrong. Another part of that restriction is you're forbidden to promote a product or a service to the people that you're connected to in your company. Those are two distinct actions. So conceivably, you could be in two companies, you could be in three companies. But if you promote anything to people in your company, in your existing company, I guarantee that your company's going to terminate you. And if you're a leader in a company, company's going to stop paying you and they're going to sue you. Now, where they could go into court and get a restraining order prohibiting you from working with another company, they can't do that anymore. But they can stop paying you. And if you want to fight them for your money, you're fighting them and they're fighting you with your money. It's going to be an interesting world. I have to tell you that our top earner retreat that takes place on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is going to be loaded with all kinds of great information to help you take advantage of the fact that so many people are looking for another business. Now, it all starts with your profile. Let me look and see who's here. And let's look up here. So Ernest, do you see, trying to look you up on LinkedIn? You see yourself? Let me unmute you.
Yeah, I can see it just fine.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a look. So you got 3,000 followers, which means you probably have 3,000 connections.
What you're looking at is one of my pages. My profile, I have almost 5,000. On my page there, I've got a little over 3,000.
Mm-hmm. And so what are you marketing and selling?
Right now, it's, lead acquisition, customer acquisition. Coupled in with that, I build websites and funnels to, get people actual results in building their business list.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of professionals you work with?
Most of them are real estate and insurance professionals,
Mm-hmm.
real estate investors, agents, brokers, insurance salesmen, and investors.
How has LinkedIn been working out for you?
I don't use LinkedIn that much. I I do some on Facebook from my profile, but most of mine is just working directly with Chamber of Commerce members and local people face to face.
So with proper tweaking, I mean, I have students, I have one student that signed up. Actually, let me bring them up. He signed up 100 agents in 2 months.
Yeah.
And you can proactively go out and connect with the people that, based on who they are and what they need, you could tell what they need by what's on their page.
Yeah. I haven't done that much in LinkedIn. I'm sure it would be a lot better if I didn't run into a lot of the garbage that I've been finding. Um, at one time, 8, 10 years ago, LinkedIn was probably a little bit more professional platform. But here in the past 5, 6, 7 years, I have found it just flooded with people who do nothing but uh, spam, promote, and hit me up to sell.
Yeah.
They're not really interested in relationships.
Right. Well, that's because in 2016, LinkedIn
Mhm.
was purchased by Microsoft.
Yeah, I just got really disappointed in LinkedIn and I just quit
Yeah.
using it.
Yeah. Well, and they've turned it into Facebook for professionals.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, yes, it's a garbage pit today.
So
However,
sort through that, Max.
I'm sorry.
How do we sort through that?
Well, what you do is you base it on the content of a person's profile.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick out the phony profiles. You can pick out most people today that are using LinkedIn. Oh, in fact, I'm gonna send you a connection request. See now you're following their suggestion where you put the follow button up here. And what you really want, whoops, see this? This is another new.
Mm-hmm.
If you know each other, you can hit the connect button.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do this without a note, but the bottom line is that if you know who you want to reach, who you want to talk to, example,
Mm-hmm.
if you work with the Chamber of Commerce,
Mm-hmm. Lubbock, Texas.
so first you got 322,000 people connected with the Chamber of Commerce. Now
Mm-hmm.
you want to connect with the people that love it,
Yeah.
but you could do it with you could do it with any city.
Right.
You could do it with Chamber of Commerce in any Chamber of Commerce in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, but if we come over here, we type in Texas.
Yeah. The reason why I say Lubbock is because I live here and I'm local, so they're more prone to know, like, and trust me.
Right. So let me give you a strategy that one of my students used to become $1 million earner in her business in a year and a half.
Yeah.
What she did was, and let me bring you back. Okay. So here you're in Lubbock. Now, if you went online and you did a search for anybody in Lubbock, anybody, the people that are going to come up first are going to be the people in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
If I did a search, people are going to come up first. They're going to be in Florida.
Right.
Okay, now, in fact, let me just kind of demonstrate it. So if I go over, view my profile, all right, and I come down here, so I'm in Miami Beach. And if I come up here and I do a search for, let's say, insurance, and then I look for people are going to come up first
Mm-hmm.
are going to be the people in Miami Beach, anybody in another area. She's in New York, but the reason she's coming up first is because we've got mutual connections.
Right.
All right. Now we both come up with the same number. Insurance, 6,620,000.
Mm-hmm.
The sequence is going to be different. So if I came over here to my profile, and I go to edit my profile, and I change my location. So here I'm in Miami Beach. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your zip code?
79424.
79424. So now I'm putting myself in Lubbock. Here they go again. Demographics.
Mm-hmm.
Always want to turn it down. So here we've got white, black, which describes your gender. There you go. Sexual orientation. Give me a break.
Yeah, straight white male.
Right, right. In fact, if there's a sexual orientation,
Like, do we really need that information?
of course not. Of course not. And they're constantly asking you to do it, and the younger people are doing it. Okay, so now I changed my location. Now I'm going to come back over here. Whoops. I'm going to come back over here. And so now I'm going to do a search. Insurance. I'm going to go to people. Now, apparently, it takes a couple of hours to filter through the process. But once that happens, the people that are going to come up for me, right now I'm still getting Florida. But now the people are going to come up in Texas first. Now, we're not trying to be deceptive. Your profile's out here and you're in the process. I'm expanding my business. And that's the approach you take. We're not trying to be deceptive. For the next 60 days, I'm going to be expanding my business. So I'm here. I'm putting myself there. And Rhonda expanded her business to Australia, and your searching results are different. If I stayed in Florida and I did a search for people in Sydney, I'd get fascinating results. But if I put myself in Sydney and I did the same search, totally different. The whole point of all of this is you want to be able to reach out, connect with people that you know in advance would be interested in what you're doing. I'm going to give you an example right here. So Sam lives in Australia. Bring up his profile. So he's a financial advisor. He's been a trainer, a lecturer. And so we started working together last year. So what I love about this is there's a record of everything that we've done. So we come back up here. Gotta wait for it to load. He had, at the time, 4,700 people that he was connected to. Okay? And when you look at that, you're going to see a certain percentage of the people that you're already connected to Or you've never talked to. So we went in, we looked at his profile, and we found that out of 4,700 people, I think 1,700 of them were people that we never talked to. Gave him the scripts to work with because we knew exactly who he was looking for, what type of professional. So you can start a conversation. Well, come down here and these are the people he was looking for: investors, business owners, bankers, financial advisors, Forex traders. Came up with a posting strategy. So he was connected to 4,700 people. And when we looked, this was the number of people that fell into the categories of people he was interested in talking to. So that amounted to 37% of the people that he's connected to were prospects. And most of them he'd never talked to. So by adjusting his posting strategy and reaching out to those people, 2 weeks later, he sends me this. Been a crazy 2 weeks since our last coaching session. I sponsored 12 people. 2 weeks. And I've been busy onboarding the new team, training them 5 or 6 hours a day. I said, Sam, it's not an effective use of your time. You have to do group training. Pick a time every day and train 3 or 4 people at the same time. And he came back. I've had 21 new team members. It's one a day. But more important than that is he's signing up 9 out of 10 people that he's talking to. 9 out of 10. Because he's very, very selective about who he's talking to. As long as they appear to be a prospect, he continues to talk to them. Now, if I go back over here to my network, and you all can do the same thing. Something went wrong. What a surprise. So what you do is you go into your network and you look at the people that you're connected to, your first level. I guess another way to show it would be, let's go over here to celebrations. So you got job changes. And interesting. Let's go to birthdays. So I've been connected with Ann for 5 years. I've never talked to her. Been connected to Kristen for 13 years. So the last time we talked was back in 2012. This feature lets you catch up 11 years. We've never really talked. This lets you reconnect with people. start a conversation. They're making it easy. Donna Mills, I think we talked. No. Now, another thing that LinkedIn is doing, the AI, help me write. Introduce yourself. Ask about job opportunities. Ask about her time working. These are terrible. Came across your profile. Notice that we're both connected with Robert. You know how many people we're connected to? We have no idea who they are. Now, I came across your profile. Hello, we've been connected for years. So there is a huge, huge shortfall here. And what I'm excited to announce is Max GPT. This weekend, we have our top earner retreat, and hopefully by the end of next week, before the Memorial Day weekend, we're going to release this. We've taken everything that I've ever written, everything, every script. It's like we've had taken my brain, all my trainings, we've loaded it into Max GPT. So what does that do for you? Number one, what do I say? What I say to somebody that sells insurance that wants to make more money? All right. You put in the question. Now we've got scripts that take you right from the initial let's connect to introducing your business, closing the sale. Now, the fun part about this is a vast departure from what I've been doing over the last 28 years. First, you're going to be able to tap into my brain for $19 a month. More important than that, we are setting up an affiliate program that goes along with it. So instead of paying $19 a month, you tell 4 people about it. They're paying $19 a month. You get it for free. We're going to be doing the same thing for my boot camps. We're going to be doing the same thing. The next retreat that we do in the summer is going to have an affiliate program attached to it. Tell 6 people about it. You get in the retreat for free. I'm going so far as to say I've included my coaching program. So for those of my students that are coaching participants, recommend coaching to somebody. When they sign up, you get a nice commission. 2024 is your year. And we have put things in place. We've gone to a different platform. We're streamlining all the information. We're making it easier and faster for all of you to be successful. And there you have it. Now, I will be back 4 o'clock this afternoon. Tonight at 9 o'clock, we have our fourth final session of boot camp. But more important than that, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have our 3-day top earner retreat. And I've done something, frankly, that I've never done before. I dropped the price to $99. This retreat is going to be loaded. As a matter of fact, I understand that half the people that are registered aren't planning on attending. But it doesn't matter. If you can't attend, you'll have access to the recordings. I will be back later this afternoon. And Ernest, I sent you a connection request. When you accept it, shoot me back your phone number. I'll give you a call. We can. I tell you what, pop your phone, put your phone number in there. And we'll connect. As for the rest of you, it's gonna be a hell of a year. Until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.